Hey there everybody, we got the cast and crew of Modern Warrior Solid here. This is Micah, the director, and Makarov.
Yeah, I'm Rick Burnett, and I'm the technical director.
I'm Matthew Sumner, play Snake and Liquid and some other stuff.
And I'm Brian Lee. I play Ghost and Master Chief, and you're looking at parts of me at the moment.
And we also got Brian's dog here, in case you hear him.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, originally this was just going to be a test, because we're into choreography and action movies, and we were going to make just a straight up action film called Exfiltration. Then since it was just a test, we're like, let's have fun with it. We're big video game fans. I love Metal Gear Solid. Rick and Brian play Modern Warfare. They play Modern Warfare and Black Ops all the time, so...
I got big ears.
Yeah, Brian's like Dumbo.
Well, that's why we actually put those things on his ears. It keeps him pushed down.
Yeah.
He doesn't run as fast
Might
without
take
him.
flight.
Oh, After Effects, baby.
But this is actually, I saw this. This was like the coolest thing that we've done. Like I thought visually, until I saw episodes 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, this was probably the most high-tech stuff we did until Rick made a helicopter.
Speaking of helicopters, hey Micah.
Yeah, my character is based more on Borat than Makarov. I really try to like stay away from acting because I found out I'm not so good at it, but I do look a lot like Makarov.
You do.
There's what Matt really looks like when he doesn't have the snake wig on. But that is his real mustache.
He does have to shave it in between takes.
Yeah, I have to shave about everything there.
He also played Snake. A lot of people didn't actually realize that it's the same person.
Liquid.
Yeah, these are some of our photographers, still photographers, and there's Rick back in the corner.
I'm busy at work writing nothing.
I think the line in that one was liquid. That's it. He was trying to laugh.
Oh, more After Effects.
And more stock footage. Pretty awesome.
What are you looking at, Matt?
Just out the window.
And there's Chris Rogas, who plays Otto Kahn, who looks exactly like Otto Kahn. And I met him while I was thinking about doing this series. I met him, and I was just like, now I gotta do this series. We have Otto Kahn.
And that's Alina and her.
Yeah, Alina is obviously very talented as well. And,
Oh, sorry, what were we talking about?
Yeah, we showed Alina some of the scenes from Metal Gear Solid 4 and some of the other series where they always poke fun at the ample boobage. And we didn't know if she would be interested in poking fun at that or not, but she was totally game. Anything for the sake of comedy. She's actually an improv comedian. And obviously this line is kind of from Metal Gear Solid 4, which is a freaking amazing game. Here's an amazing shot coming up. This is Rick's helicopter shot. He had never done anything exactly like this before, so when he told me he wanted to put a helicopter in the shot, I just expected it to look like some Sega Genesis crap, and I was really worried about it actually, and I was sitting on a stool when he showed me it, and I just fell off the stool. It was really amazing.
You did that in Blender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, free 3D program.
Yeah, that was all done in Blender.
There's some pretty cool hand-switching action on the gun.
And that's
Jared right here. This isn't actually Brian. Jared showed up this day to play Ghost. Because Brian shows up this day to play one of the bad guys. There's Matt getting shot. That scene was so much fun.
There's me.
Yeah.
That was improv as well.
Yep.
Yeah, we came up with all that on the fly. We didn't know there would be a bathroom scene. It just happened. I was like, he needs to duck out of the way somewhere. Like, what's that door go to? A bathroom? Sweet.
But we actually had to reshoot this.
Yeah, we reshot this scene because I basically learned so much. The first time we shot it, I learned so much with the cameras that
That's when I had my head
that I
shaved.
decided to go back and reshoot it.
Oh, my
And there's
voice.
Brian, who's
Yeah.
actually Ghost right there.
And there's Rogus.
And so I guess Jared Kearney
Trace.
was actually playing Ghost
That's Trace.
in this scene.
So I shoot myself essentially.
Yeah, and you can tell how confusing it was working with so few actors to fill all the positions, because I thought Brian was playing Ghost. I didn't even realize that he can't be because he just got shot there.
And of course, when I yell, I got you, you bastard, Micah decided to dub over me for some reason.
Yeah.
Now that's me. Now that's me.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's Brian.
And
That's
that's
why I got
Rick.
confused.
Isn't that confusing?
Wait, that's Rick with the mustache.
Yeah.
Rick is playing Matt here.
I've been, yeah.
Do you have any hard liquor? I think this would go better.
No, actually, I got a couple beers. I meant to buy some liquor. Anyway.
Yeah, we went out and shot a lot of stuff at that location, and it was our first time ever using those cameras for a film, the Canon 7Ds. And after we shot it, we learned so much, plus we got a bunch of new lenses.
Yeah.
And we liked the project so much, we just begged our actors to go out and shoot it one more time, and they put their faith in us, which turned out really well.
Oh, let's not forget that that's actually Andrew's voice, which I changed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was wondering how that. I was like, that doesn't sound like Andrew.
Yeah, so Andrew's doing the voice of Ghost here, and he's also doing the voice of the guard, but to make his voice even more different, Rick lowered the pitch in post.
Oh, one of my favorite camera moves coming up. There it was.
Oh, yeah. The funny thing about the box is, after we shot the first 2 episodes, we didn't know there would be any more episodes. So I ended up losing the box. I don't know if I threw it away or just let it get left at one of the locations. And so when we decided to shoot more episodes, I was really worried about it. And I was like, how are we going to get another box? Can we contact that grill company? Like, do we just make a scene that explains why Snake has a new box? And then our friend James just happened to have the same exact grill. And he bought it months ago, and he just happened to keep the box. And so he gave us the exact same box. So after that happened, we knew we had to make 3 more episodes.
The box
It was
commanded
fate.
it.
Yeah.
And we still have the box, though, this time.
We kept the box this time.
Favorite duo picture right there.
Yeah, that picture got used on a lot of blogs right there. Which is awesome, being able to be seen in the video game community, because we're part of it, and
Yeah.
just playing with the people that, you know, we always read their articles.
Did
And
Chris just look at your ego?
Yeah.
No, he did look at your ego.
I mean, just
Yeah.
for the
There's
first 2
your
episodes,
problem.
I hadn't. I worked with the Snake voice, but I hadn't like perfected it yet. But 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, I perfected it.
Hey, there's that shot
so,
again.
there's a shot again. I just liked it so much, I was like, well, I gotta use it twice. There's the ghillie suit in the box. That ghillie suit I wear a lot during Halloween to jump out on people before I take their money and run away. Here you'll see a problem because that scope does not have a dot like that. But I was in a hurry, and it was a lot easier to do a red dot than an actual EOTech site.
Well, I still love the rain, not rain. in
Oh,
that
yeah,
scene, too.
yeah.
We were
It
fighting
was,
with that.
Yeah, it was kind of a drizzly day, so it was raining on and off, and you can
Oh, I
see some
forgot about
raindrops
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
This is the crux of the whole series. Like, when I first thought of it, I was like, Ghost, like, runs in and blasts everything without thinking. Snake is, like, super slow and tactical, and that odd couple relationship is what will be funny. So this scene, like, basically sums up the entire series.
This is really funny when we shot this, because we shot the longer one, which ended up
Oh,
going into
yeah,
the
yeah.
outtakes.
We shot a really long version of this, and then I just cut it down for time. It has some pretty good gags in it, but
You know, I think we could make a whole movie of just Snake scooting down the floor.
Oh, it does take about an
Because,
hour.
well, we actually filmed it like,
Oh,
it
man.
must be like 10 times.
Yeah.
yeah, if you've seen the outtakes, you've seen it where Ghost actually falls asleep and like is playing iPhone games while Snake is sneaking.
We just shot Chris there, I think.
Yeah, that's Otto Kahn. Chris, he plays like half of these guards.
And
He plays that guy.
That's the,
So the other guy is Tim now.
Okay,
on the
that's
ground. His
right.
brother. They're brothers.
and that's the only time I pulled a trigger.
And then I think this is.
I think you should try to maybe
Oh
two
wait,
shots.
no. The first guy might have been Well, one of those guys on the
So we
ground.
just shot Rogus, and there he is again.
Yeah, they're our friend Andrew that played the voice of Ghost, and some of the guards actually built that Gatling gun. He's an industrial artist, and he took the motor from a cordless drill, and just built all the pipes and everything. Yeah, Jared, who just hit the wall and died, is really funny. He's really funny. He's going to be in our next series.
Yes, I'm out of bullets. Yes, I only carry one clip.
That's because he keeps his pouches filled with Oreos. I wish we got a shot of it, but he just keeps bags of Oreos in all his pockets.
You think Snake would have an extra bag in his box somewhere?
No, he just
Fire extinguisher.
He just has more boxes. He has backup emergency boxes.
Good thing.
No, that was a fun scene
This
to
was one
shoot.
of the best lines in the whole film.
Yeah, because we did that one like 5 or 6 times. It was like, get in my box.
That was hilarious.
And Matt was really good at just running into stuff.
I need
And
this.
he has a very uncanny ability to act while he's in a cardboard box. And that guy's Andrew. He's actually the voice of Ghost. And
I like how you got lazy with the costume and just said, here, just throw a balaclava and
Yeah.
some sunglasses.
Still got a British flag. He's a
And then Matt actually just threw that box in from the back. Sorry to disappoint you and break the movie magic. He wasn't really inside it.
I tried to bounce it in like a Muppet though. I don't know.
Oh,
If you guys like noticed.
And now the box is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notice I didn't take the bullet out of the chamber, so one of us could get that gun.
Check the
but-
chamber to see if there was a bullet in there before you.
Yeah, well, I figured I might need it later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know.
Here's another disarm. I do love disarm.
This was a
because
good disarm.
Since
I like
I
that
can't
one.
stand up and brawl the way Matt and Brian can, I prefer to just take people's weapons and shoot them.
And how many times did Matt have to kick that clip away?
Yeah,
couple.
and that's how Matt takes off all his clothes, by the
Yeah,
way.
pretty much. In that shot, I didn't have pants, and we had to go back and put my pants back on.
You got the pants
He accidentally
editing.
whipped off the pants at the same time.
The jacket and the pants went at the same time. So.
They were party pants.
And this fight is based on the fights from modern Gear, Metal Gear Solid 4, which were amazing. We tried to emulate the editing and angles.
So I pretty much took freeze frames from.
So Kojima, watch this. Don't you think we should film the Metal Gear movie?
It does nudge. Wait.
And you guys would not believe
I
how
love that
insanely
movie.
hard it is to
Yeah.
fight in headphones, a
yeah.
balaclava, a neoprene
man.
mask, and a set of sunglasses.
Yeah, every time Brian fights, he's either in full Master Chief armor, which you can barely see through the visor, or he's in like really dark, cheap sunglasses and a full-on mask.
Everything would fog up, and I kicked Matt a few
So
times.
imagine how he would fight if he was just in regular clothes. Yeah, we had trouble trying to become stuntmen because we just kept hitting each other.
I love that one.
You know, if you don't hit each other, you can make it look more powerful because you don't have to hold back. You know, if you miss by an inch, you can swing all the way through. The reaction can be big. But we were always really hitting each other, so it never quite sold right because we were always trying to, you know, not kill each other.
And that was like a year ago.
Oh yeah.
It was in the middle of the summer last year.
Yeah.
That was Brian and I's first fight scene, like working together on other stuff. It's the first time we actually got.
That's the
That's
first time
true.
you guys fought?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the first
we've
time.
always fought each. You know, we've been in different fight scenes in the same stuff, but we've never actually.
I fought both of you guys
that was
before, but
beautiful.
these fights are a lot better. Yeah, for the first 2 episodes, we basically relied on stock music, except for the Metal Gear sounding themes. Rick, our producer, actually wrote those himself. And then for parts 3, 4, and 5, like in between, during our break,
Floor is filthy.
an awesome composer named Karl Antonin, I might be pronouncing that wrong, but he's from the Czech Republic, I believe, and he volunteered to do the score for 3, 4, and 5.
This is a beautiful shot.
This is when we got the crane.
Yeah, this.
Thank you, Kessler.
Yeah, my dad works. He's a professor in an ag department, and he knows a farmer that let us go out to his farm and shoot this.
This stuff is just beautiful.
Oh, can I point out a random? Well, not really an Easter
Well,
egg.
McTavish just misspelled. I don't know. Evidently, it's got an A in there.
We've got too many crosses.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fourth. Was it 4 crosses or 5?
There's actually 5, but there's only 4.
Yeah,
of
and you
them.
never see who's on the other dog tags.
Maybe he is a real ghost.
I like to.
It's
I
a
like
red
to
shirt.
think it might
He's a
be
red shirt, like a
Ghost.
Star Trek extra.
He's a red shirt.
And here, this seems like right out of the battleship sequence in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Booyah.
Like the lighting and stuff. Though it doesn't have the super cool scene where Snake asks for a cigarette as he's like coughing to death.
Oh, and of course, we didn't get the part where it's in the outtakes where we're fighting over the chair. And then Matt actually hits me hard enough where I actually tilt back and the chair almost falls over.
Oh yeah. A lot of the lines in this episode are actually from Modern Warfare 2. I took them and rephrased them, but they inspired the lines that Ghost says and that Chris says in this.
Yeah. But Chris, oh man, he does a really good job. Chris he's a very good actor. He did a really good job on delivering that.
Oh man, this gun is amazing. We got it from eHobby Asia, who we...
No, it's a puppy.
It's a puppy, don't ruin it for him!
Spoiler alert. But, yeah, we ordered a few guns for part 1 and 2 from eHobby Asia.
And that was only one take for that paper, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We didn't want to wrap it again. But, yeah, they sent us that gun as a gift because they liked our film so much. And it's a really expensive gun, so...
It's about a K.
Yeah, I have enjoyed that gun.
Yes, I wish I could say I enjoyed the gloves.
Sometimes you just get an idea from like wandering around, and I happened to be at Party City, and I saw those, and I started laughing so hard in the middle of Party City, they must have thought I was nuts. But I knew exactly
My plan is complete.
what would happen with those.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a nice butt shot.
Nice pan.
Sexy ass.
Yeah.
Oh. Second helicopter.
Yeah, once Rick did the helicopters in the episode 2, we're like, well, shit, we got to put in like as many as we possibly can.
Oh, and this is the Mike and Mike. Oh, these guys.
I love this scene.
Bean,
Mike
Bean is awesome. He's
I
one
like
of
the
our...
crane shots.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh man.
That's the crane-gasm.
Yes.
Yeah, these guys are a trip.
Mike Bean, the guy
these guys
on the
are
left.
Awesome.
I'm not actually in that box right there.
It's great too because as young filmmakers, you always have the problem where like everyone in your film is like 16 years old. So it's great to have some people who have a few more years on them than us. That was a great idea. The ghillie suit coming out of nowhere. Whoever thought of that's fucking genius.
That's my favorite shot.
Now, honestly, how many people saw the ghillie suit early on and figured out what it was?
Yeah, because it was
your
there
hand
the whole time.
Exactly.
Oh, there's me shooting from above the doorway.
Oh, the trident.
Yeah,
that was the trident.
camera on a stick. And and a lot of times when he jumped up, the ghillie suit was kind of cheap and kept snagging on his boots. So a lot of times Brian would just like jump up and stumble into Mike. And here we go, one of the coolest things in the whole film.
It's RoboCop. Oh wait.
Oh yeah, this is our buddy Dave Hall who builds these giant robots.
Yeah, so he built these back in the 80s, and every Halloween he wins contests. We go out and have some fun. And they weigh about 80 pounds each.
Mm-hmm.
So
they got all kinds of stuff built in, battery powered. They got these car lights built in. They got fans built in. They have a microphone and a vocoder, so you can hear people and talk to them like a robot. It's really cool. And the first time I saw that robot, it actually was doing some public event, and I was in the shower one morning in Greensboro, and a girl I knew called me and was like, hey, you got to go outside and see what's on the street. So I went outside and ran face to face with this robot and thought that the alien invasion had just begun for real.
Dave built those back in the 80s and over the years.
Oh, more of my special effects.
Oh, yeah.
Rick's
Those
awesome.
rocks aren't real.
I did some there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rick and I learned how to explode walls. Mostly he did all the 3D bricks.
Any
blowing
big
up.
stuff. You did all the...
I did the dust. I did the little
and-
details, the smokes and dust and sparks. But Rick did the cool stuff like the walls exploding.
Yes, I realize I'm shooting the gun sideways. Stop whining.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time
there
on
are
it.
some times to do that. But also, Ghost is from the hood. I mean, Ghost is from Leeds. Like,
That's it.
you got no idea, man. He's like,
Oh, and that's great. The wall exploded.
Oh yeah.
I remember this series because there's lots and lots and lots and lots of running and
Yeah.
whining, according to Micah.
It was really hot out there,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
made Brian run around and do a bunch of dive rolls and stuff. And this is the first episode with Carl doing the score, so he's really amazing to work with.
Thanks, Carl.
Part 3 became all about exploding walls.
And Matt actually is in that suit right now.
Yeah, Matt had to
Yeah.
stand there still for a lot of takes.
We did have to check to make sure he did not suffocate in the plastic bag,
Yeah,
though.
luckily the helmet fan was on and working. So, because it would have
This
got hot
is a
really
great
quick.
shot here. I mean, half of this stuff is all improv. Like, there's a script, But then other than
Script.
that, like half of it we just come up with.
They
while
don't
we're
see
there.
the quotation marks when you said script.
Yeah.
Well, what happens, I write a script and I do a storyboard and then I don't bring it with me. I just keep it in my head and then I ask Brian, what am I
I like
supposed
that
to be
cut.
doing?
I like that was a good cut. And I like that awesome cut. Since these are now just one episode put together, I like that fade between those two.
Yeah, these have been cut into a single film from the episode. So what I did was I left the fades so that you can still see where they naturally break, but it doesn't really interfere with the flowing viewing process.
And here I'm in a closet.
Oh yeah, Brian's actually in a closet in my apartment right here. We just hung a bunch of computer cables in the background.
Ghost is in the closet.
Shut up. I'm coming out.
Wait.
What?
What?
I love
Oh,
this
you
part.
guys like the duct tape back there?
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Did you get dizzy here, Matt?
No, I actually didn't.
I'm about to open a Red Bull, so sorry if it goes pop pop.
And because, I really sell the facial feature emotions with the mask on.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm sad and angry.
No, man, you're great at moving
Hey,
around.
my voice.
There's Brian as
Oh,
Master
yeah.
Chief.
I'm on a boat. I'm all boat-footed.
What are you doing here?
And Brian played some really awesome characters in this, like Ghost and Master Chief, but his face is like covered the whole time, so he didn't get to enjoy quite the level of celebrity that Matt has yet. Though most people don't recognize Matt when he's out
No,
of
they don't.
out of
Which
the
I
mustache.
just can't believe.
It's freaking fun.
If we went around without a shirt on, maybe they would.
Well, now with the Dragon Age thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might
Well, no, one guy was actually like, hey, that guy looks a lot like Snake and Liquid. Like,
Well, for the longest time, nobody knew that Snake and Liquid were the same guy.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't realize it's the same
So
person.
this is like my first
That's
major.
the reason they don't fight each other.
Yeah, that's like my first major acting role.
Oh god, this
The gravity
line
line.
took for the. Or is this the
pretty.
line?
Oh, it's coming up. It fires pretty big bullets.
That line
Oh
took
my
forever for
gosh.
us to get right.
Just the timing. Like I kept
yeah, I
emphasizing
think he
the
said it
wrong
right,
words.
like right away, but we weren't rolling. He was like, "Should I say it like this?" And then I was like, "Yeah."
yes!
Yeah, just
And
like
then
that.
he never said it the same way
These
again.
are pretty big bullets.
But
It wasn't that bad.
we finally got it to work. And no, we didn't really kick the gun
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna-
Someone asked, and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't. It was like an $800 gun, so we didn't really kick it."
We actually do read your YouTube comments.
Yes.
Yeah, we read and like respond to pretty much everything.
Yes, the face palm.
I love Matt's expressions. He's like a human cartoon.
But props
And
to
we started out as like kind of like amateur stunt fight choreography people, and we just never really acted or anything before. We've tried, but never really done a great job. And then this film, being able to sort of like take inspiration from existing characters, really helped us improve our acting abilities. Not that we're great yet, but this is definitely the best we've ever done.
I gotta give some props to Jim Carrey growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like this. I like all the scenes with you and Chief here.
Oh man.
And you can
I
see
love
the
the
hat I had to
colors.
wear so my helmet would stop flopping around.
Yeah, the helmet was huge, so Brian had to wear a toboggan
Oh,
underneath.
I love this part.
Boom! I think Rick thought of that like the day we were shooting.
No, actually, I
Or
was
did you
talking.
think
I was
that?
talking to Rick. I think
I try to
about
make
that.
like really
Hey, this would be
clever
cool.
action sequences, and I thought, well, what happens when Snake disarms the rifle? Like, is the rifle
Or maybe
there?
we might have just been
Is
talking
it-
about it.
Yeah, is it usable at that point? Like, are they going to need the rifle later? Like, will they try to get the rifle while they're fighting? And all these questions came up, and someone was like, what if he just punches the rifle in half? And I was like, that's a great idea, except that I really want the rifle there for when the army comes in.
Right.
And well, we
we
came up
fixed
with an
that.
idea for that later.
We fixed that.
In case you're watching this instead of watching the film, the real film for the first time, in case you're some kind of weirdo who decided to watch the commentary first, we don't want to spoil it for you. It is really funny. I mean, that's all just improv stuff.
Yeah, this is like this and.
Boom!
Oh.
This was hilarious.
Oh man. Shopping
All
for
this stuff is just like me and Chris got together, and he basically, I gave him the gist of it. I was like, you gotta say this one line or that line, but other than that, have fun. Like, I was like, you gotta say the Little Mermaid tail line, because Yeah, basically this filmmaking is just about like me amusing myself, and then if anyone else laughs, I'm like, all right, let's make it public.
Yeah, they're welcome to join.
But
whatever. Shopping for those toys.
Oh yeah, we.
Fun.
Oh my god, yo. Yeah, we went out
Props to Big
shopping
Lots.
for these toys in like a Big Lots.
Yeah.
And you can just imagine our group running through the toy aisle of a big store, just like looking at all the toys, hitting each other with Nerf swords.
Oh,
like,
and what
going
day
nuts.
was it? It was November 6th.
Oh,
Matt
Matt Sumner Day.
Matt
Yeah,
Sumner
that's a
Day.
national holiday we've
Yep.
declared.
Yep. So Matt Sumner Day. Make sure to wish Matt Sumner a very happy holiday on November 6th.
Yeah, we'll celebrate it this upcoming one,
We'll be sure to remind you.
which will be like a week
Usually-
before Skyrim comes out.
Usually we go to a restaurant and like
Yeah, and then
everybody's
somebody
there.
might get married somewhere after that
Yeah.
or whatever.
Everybody's there celebrating.
Is it you getting married that day? Matt Sumner Day?
No, 5 days later.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wait, it's not the day Skyrim comes out, is it?
Skyrim's 11/11/11.
'Cause I might
Yeah.
That's when they're getting
Same
married.
day.
Sorry, Rick.
Yeah.
I just played.
We can get married, but can we
Oh,
play your
can
Xbox?
can Ghost and Snake show up to your wedding?
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Dude, you guys in attendance at his wedding?
Actually, because my sister's bringing her kids dressed up in outfits.
Oh,
my
awesome.
God. Come on. Oh, I
Yeah,
love to dress
definitely.
up like outfits.
Yeah,
That would
oh, this
really
is
bring down
acceptable,
boogie
yeah.
to your wedding.
Dude,
That's
this was a
completely
great
acceptable.
fight. I really love shooting this fight scene.
Oh.
The thing is, Brian's in this big bulky armor, and the reason we got like cheaper plastic armor was so we could actually move around in it. I did have to reinforce it a lot so it wouldn't break apart. Well, we did break it apart, but so did it last. But how do you make an exciting fight scene when you can't move in that armor as fast as Jet Li? And we really thought we just need power moves. We just need crazy powerful moves, and Matt's already like a monster, so it was easy to combine the two.
And that last kick was as high as I could throw my leg.
Rick
true, yeah.
did this wall falling away,
Oh,
which was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
And then this kid coming up
Skylar.
is amazing.
He's awesome.
Yeah, so there's Matt as Big Boss, Naked Snake.
Yes, that is something.
And then I don't know how I came up with this idea. It didn't start like this. I had a really ambitious idea for a flashback where Naked Snake and Young Snake, Skylar, like in this kitchen and they're cooking eggs, kind of like Sunny is. Well, in Metal Gear Solid 4, like Sunny, who's Otto Kahn's daughter, is cooking eggs and she can never cook them right, and it was all about like making fun of that. But it became this whole really big thing, and I was like, I don't have time for it, so let's just have them in this like limbo area.
And didn't you guys say Skylar came up with all these
Oh,
lines on his
Skylar
own?
improv
he
half of this
improv,
stuff
yeah.
himself, like all the and it was just so funny. We just kept it in, and he was he is really smart.
Wait,
really,
my dad-
really funny and smart. He's a huge like reader and all that. He actually didn't know the video games and even Master Chief but he's just like a super smart, super funny kid.
And this is just creepy. Matt's voice over Alina's body.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
actually was
Snake. Go.
the accident that like.
Alina still manages to be sexy, like even with Matt's voice, and even when she's wearing the mustache and the contest.
Like Dr.
videos.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, like Dr. Girlfriend.
And she's gonna watch this crap.
Yeah, never mind, Chris, Alina's husband.
we like Chris too. He was one of the extras. He was one of Makarov's
Yeah.
bodyguards earlier.
We had a big just problem. I mean, me, as far as writing fight scenes and stuff, trying to be clever, trying to make the physical aspects tell a story. And it's like, what do we do with the gun? We know the gun gets disarmed. We need them to end up with a gun at the end when the army runs in. But what do we do? How do we make it interesting? How do we make it so they're not trying to get the gun during the entire fight? And that's when they came up with the idea to break the gun in half. And it was so hilarious. And then I was like, yeah, but what if we need a gun at the end to fight the army? And I was like, duct tape, sweet.
Yeah, duct tape.
And
It's upside down.
it's still fired even.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
it
actually
actually
did.
did
fire.
We reassembled it with the front half upside down, but somehow the spring aligned with the barrel, and we accidentally shot off one round.
It wouldn't
and then
work
that was
after
it. It
that,
wouldn't
but
work
it
after
one
that.
shot.
And these guys were all volunteers, and most of them were just fans of the series. When we showed the part 1 and 2 outtakes on YouTube, Rick and I just said, hey, if you like the series and you live in North Carolina, come out and be in the 3rd episode. But of course the scene got pushed back to the 4th and 5th episode. But all these guys came out and they were super professional.
Yeah.
No acting experience for the most part. There were a couple actors sprinkled in. But these guys are such fans of like military video games and airsoft that they just acted like soldiers. I mean, they came in, they got dressed, they followed like direction and orders, and they were probably one of the best film teams I've ever worked with. So shout out to all you activist son henchmen.
Yeah, and most of them brought a lot of their own props and everything.
Yeah, Tim there on the far right brought like a ton of airsoft guns. He actually worked for different companies, gun companies.
Oh my god.
So because the robots, we don't want to put these guys through too much torture being in these giant suits. So we don't want to have to say like, okay, wait while we set up this shot, wait while we set up this shot. We just said, I just asked them if they could fight, improv fight for 15 minutes. And while Rick and I just ran around with the cameras and shot random stuff. And they did it.
Yeah, what eventually happened, we kept walking in circles, kind of like that, and we got so close that I just walked up and started throwing punches, and Dave just went along with it.
Dave
and then
actually enjoyed it.
We got the fist fight in there.
No, it's
pretty fun.
Was it funny? We've seen a couple comments on the YouTube, which by the way we read all the comments. Some people, because of the amazing lighting here, people are like, are these CG?
Yeah,
or are they real
people
robots?
think the robots are CG, and they said, wow, that's the best texture and animation I've ever seen. And I just say thank you. I worked really hard on it all by myself.
The best part about this location is it's right above where Master Chief is.
Yeah, this is actually
below.
Upstairs to the Master Chief fight.
Oh, is this where the above the big circle? Oh, cool.
That and the hair.
This is great. This is one of my favorite parts of the film. And Matt really cried here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He really did.
Sad, man.
There's some extended takes where you see a tear start to roll down his cheek, but it was just the take was just too long to include the whole thing. And this scene I love. This was like so many layers of effects and After Effects because every single soldier has muzzle flare, smoke, has reflections of the muzzle flare.
You said it was like 150?
Blood. Yeah, there's probably about 150 layers of After Effects on this scene. Because for some reason I just edited it all together.
Thanks to all our mercenaries that came out. You guys made this scene freaking awesome.
This was awesome.
And this little scene came together pretty quick because it's just like, what can we do? It has to be just powerful. Just grab people, throw them around.
I just kind of like came up with it on the fly. I like doing choreography like this because I'm not a super acrobatic guy. So while Matt and Brian do all the like crazy punching and kicking choreography, I handle this just the kind of like easy tactical choreography. You know, take this guy's gun away, punch this guy, shoot this guy with the gun, and yeah. I love the flow of part 5. Now this is episode 5, and just the flow and build up here, and the score here is one of my favorite parts by Carl. We had some back and forth on this score, and it's just like it would be amazing if it was really epic and sad, but then picked up when Snake showed up.
I think I almost rolled my ankle there.
Oh yeah, that was where you started to roll it, and then luckily you were leaning against the wall.
Matt did fall down in the suit one time.
But
right?
after Dave, and
Dave
is the
fell
robot
down
master.
once, and then Matt fell down.
Yeah, and we weren't rolling at that point.
How did it feel to fall down?
It was like a big cushion. It was weird. It was fun.
I'd do it again. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, well, the floors of that mill weren't that great either.
Here's probably the best part in the whole film.
What?
Not only the best costume, but the best effect.
Oh, I worked on that rocket for so long.
Yeah, Rick did that awesome rocket. And he did that camera shot and then just made the rocket line up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that shot right there was us just testing out the crane. I was in the armor and you guys were just spinning it.
The
yeah,
dolly.
The dolly, that's right.
We had a Kessler dolly.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Kessler.
cardboard gear is
Yes,
just
thank you,
an
Kessler.
incredible idea of Snake transforming his box into a mech.
So,
Yeah, that was a great idea.
It's bulletproof. It saves lives. Yeah,
I love, like I said, I try to be clever when I write these like physical action scenes. And this is a great example of what I try to do, which is this back and forth of he gets interrupted, then he's out of ammo, then they're pulling out swords, and then Well, you know how.
Blake handed him that sword there. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that was someone handing him the sword in the back.
And we went all this time. We've done all these movies. We've avoided lightsabers until the end of
the
this.
lightsaber. Yeah, they were.
Plasma sword.
Oh, oops, sorry.
They were actually
Plasma
holding.
sword.
They're actually holding PVC pipes, which is the way a lot of people do it.
Electric tape.
So they'll have a reference point.
And that actually did spark. No, I'm picking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It did not. Some people have asked if we put zinc or something in the or magnesium in the bottom.
And we had no idea how this scene was going to turn out until we saw Mike get edited.
And,
A lot of the voices for these two were just fine. 'Cause doing them separately.
Yeah.
Of
that was
course, I couldn't
funny.
do them at the same time. I don't know.
And then that's real flame, fake flame, real flame, because the flame went out during that one shot.
nice. I didn't even know you had done that.
Yeah, I
flame
didn't
on
either.
that one. Good
Yeah.
job.
Dang.
Oh, I love the little like piston kind of air.
Oh, the
smokes.
the little
Yeah.
smokes and stuff.
Dave's shaking, twitching.
I love just the colors in that mill, the diffuse lighting.
Oh yeah. We almost didn't have to use any real lights on set.
Perhaps the second best shot
Oh,
here.
man.
There it goes.
Matt doing this in one take. Yeah. We had no idea if he could kick the head in that suit, but he's just like, I'll try it.
Nobody's ever kicked in those suits.
And we were like clapping and cheering.
Yeah.
That helmet we didn't want to damage, so we actually had Blake off screen catching it.
Yeah, I was really worried that when I threw it over my shoulder, I would miss Blake.
Yeah, the lightsabers we didn't care about. Those were actually just PVC pipes.
Oh, my rainbow bubble shield.
Yeah, I tried to do this bubble shield effect at the last second. It was okay, but
it works.
probably the least impressive effect in the show.
Tells the story.
And here's Jared in the ghost outfit since the
Here we
Irons
go,
and
guys.
Master Chief.
There's Jared.
Jared again.
Oh yeah.
This is so funny. This entire scene was improv. I mean, this is close to the end of the series, and we just got out there. Everyone was exhausted, and luckily Jared was in the ghost outfit, and he was kind of refreshed. And he we didn't plan on this CPR thing. He just thought of it all himself.
That fogging is real.
And this right, I was in the suit doing my best not to laugh my butt off because he was breathing right in my face. It was all I could do not to start laughing and
hot.
shaking. It was minty fresh.
There's
though,
been a lot
Jared.
of Master Chief Ghost fan film or fan fiction makeout
Slash
things.
Oh, God.
We actually had a lot of trouble with this champagne scene because the first time Chris tried to open the bottle, it would not open, and it took minutes to get it open. And finally, when you see that first champagne cork, that's actually, I went back and shot that later, just on a back porch where I live.
I think Jared improv MasterCard trying to drink it and just
Yeah,
splashed
he just-
all over the costume.
We had a lot of Ghost and MasterCard just having trouble with the drinks. This dog is pretty sad about this scene, if you hear it.
Yeah.
Although I did learn at last year's Dragon Con how to drink in a ghost mask.
Yeah,
Straw?
it requires a cocktail straw.
Yeah. Which I actually carried around for almost a year in one of those pouches instead of ammo.
Yeah, now you know why he doesn't carry extra
Oh.
mags.
Parkour.
My favorite line.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Another
fun, too.
improv line. I love part 5 just because it has all these really sad build-ups that, turn out to have a twist.
It's a twist.
Here's the easiest effect in the entire show coming up. That's so sad right there.
I know. Look at us. We're all sucked into it now.
I know. It's like,
And then
wait, what? Commentary?
here, basically, to make him disappear, all we did was, we'd shoot him and then tell him to, duck out of the camera. And then we just kind of merged the layers with him and without him. Probably the simplest, oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it works.
That's such
It
a
worked,
goodie.
yeah.
That's
Lock it
such a
down.
goodie, though.
Yeah, we were almost at a light too when we were shooting this.
Yeah.
We're like, hurry up, we gotta get it done.
It was the end of the day, the last.
Yep.
That was actually
yeah,
the
it was
last shoot. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah.
this
That
is
was the
it.
last scene.
It's
I
very
love
sad.
this shot. We ended with an epic crane shot with everyone looking. And the music here is
yeah.
perfect. Carl just did the most amazing ending music.
Skywalker like Highlander Bruce Lee, yeah. I saw you.
And then boom, epic credit sequence from After Effects.
Yeah, I love the credits.
Yeah, you can see how much freaking crap we did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do something special where you could actually see the people and actually see Brian's face for the first time.
Yay! My face.
Oh, holy cow, that's
Yeah,
Brian.
Ghost is Asian. Oh my
Asian?
god.
Oh my god, he's not British? No!
He's Britasian.
There's Jared.
I was
There's
just
Jared.
about to say it.
Jared probably did the most stuff that you just don't even know about in the
Oh,
film.
man.
Because a lot of times he was playing Brian's like a stand-in or playing parts when Brian had to play another character.
Yeah,
Mike Bean.
Yeah, that guy was awesome.
And Mike
Trace
Bean
is
too,
great
yeah.
too. He's an industrial artist in Greensboro. That guy's a filmmaker. He's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Tim
Oh, there's
Elwood, he's
Tim.
the guy who brings tons of guns.
Yes, his
Those
guns
guys
bring
are
all
all
the boys
cool.
to
Andy,
the
Andy follows around.
Yeah.
Uh,
Keith was
Lewis.
actually in a scene that got cut, but
Pretty
still
awesome.
in the credits because he's cool. All these guys helped out so much, especially Lewis. Lewis was our kind of helped keep this set livable.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then these are all our photographers. Justin and Doug did all the promotional art you see.
eHobby Asia, thank you.
Oh yeah, all our sponsors.
Kessler
Kessler
Crane.
Cranes and Dollies.
Kessler, Blackbird Stabilizers.
Freaking awesome.
Small HD.
All these guys were cool too.
There's the Dragon Con footage.
CPM shoulder rig, pretty cool stuff.
Mr. Clark.
Special thanks to the community because we're part of the community, which is why this stuff is so fun.
Oh,
This was.
Oh yeah,
This is just
I forgot this is here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people probably think we'll come back as robots in the next thing. And we'll probably come back to another series with Snake and Ghost, but we're just not in a rush because we don't want to force one. We want to make sure there's a good reason to make one, like a good plot. And we got a new Modern Warfare coming out. We got new Metal Gears coming out.
Yeah.
but hey,
Yeah.
thanks for watching though. We had fun.
This was part of the original credits, which were pretty badass too. But I just really wanted to show everyone's faces in the
Oh, that's
final
right.
credits.
Yeah, because if they just watch this, they never see the
They
original
ne-
credits.
yeah, they never know what Ghost looked like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They never know how sexy he really is.
Hell.
All right,
That's our website.
that's it.
Thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for watching.
guys.
I love you guys.
Yeah.